Hello. A slightly strange week of weather ahead. It's going to turn milder, but it's often going to be windy. But we're also talking about slow-moving weather fronts quite a lot of the time. The main reason is this area of high pressure sitting to the east and blocking weather fronts from making much progress in from the Atlantic. We are going to see them gradually encroaching, but day after day we see these weather fronts edging in and then just kind of fizzling out in situ across the UK. The isobars are often pretty close together, so it is at times going to be quite windy. If we just rewind though and see where that wind is coming from, up from the south, it is wafting with it some relatively mild air. So after a cold start to the week, for many of us it's going to be pretty mild, certainly by Thursday and Friday, with those winds coming up from the south. But obviously with the strength of the wind, that will temper those temperatures somewhat. And certainly on Monday night, it's going to be pretty cold. If we start the details on Tuesday, a frosty start on the spine of the country. Plenty of sunshine again across the Midlands, northern England, eastern England, and most of Scotland on Tuesday morning. Gradually, though, the first of those weather fronts is edging in, increasing the cloud in the west and bringing some rain by the afternoon to Northern Ireland. By the end of the day, just a few showers edging into western Scotland, West Wales, southwest England too. It will be turning milder as that weather front pushes in, but obviously with the cloud and the rain and the increasing wind, it's not going to feel all that mild. And we're still only looking at 10, 11, maybe 12 Celsius, and quite chilly despite the sunshine on the eastern side of England and across northeast Scotland. With more cloud coming in, though, from these weather fronts, it won't be as cold on Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. And then we're looking at the next set of weather fronts edging in. The isobars pretty close together again, so another fairly windy day, especially in the west on Wednesday. Blustery conditions once more around western coasts. And where that weather front lies, well, it will be quite a wet day because it's pretty slow moving. Could be some snow on the hills as it edges its way in across Northern Ireland, western Scotland. Now, it could be a little bit further east, but at the moment it looks like just a bit of rain for West Wales, southwest England. Most of England and Wales having a dry day again on Wednesday with hazy sunshine. A brisk wind, yes, but again coming up from the south, so bringing pretty mild air, and temperatures could get into the teens in one or two places. Obviously cooler with the wet weather across Scotland and Northern Ireland, and there will be snow on the hills as that weather front then kind of just grinds to a halt and fizzles out, again bumping up against that area of high pressure. So by Thursday, it's really just going to be a line of cloud with some patchy rain on it, certainly early on over parts of northern England and Wales. But again, it could be a little further east, it could just be a little further west. In the east, however, east of England in particular, we should see some good spells of sunshine on Thursday, and that's when we may well have the peak of the temperatures as well, ticking up day on day, so that by Thursday we could easily be at 13, 14, possibly 15 or 16 Celsius if we see long spells of sunshine across, say, Cambridgeshire down to the London area. It is a cold front that's edging in, though, so cooler air will be across Scotland and Northern Ireland. Temperatures here more likely to be 8, 9 or 10 Celsius, and there will again be a fairly brisk wind coming up from the south. By the time we get to Friday, a cold front continues to edge its way in, and again those isobars pretty close together, so another windy day. Again, really does depend on exactly where this weather front lies as to the type of weather you'll see, but it could be a pretty soggy day across parts of the west. Maybe a few more showers across the east on Friday, and all the while we'll have those southerly winds, which will be noticeable but still bringing milder air. So again, temperatures likely to be double digits across the board and into the teens in one or two places, maybe mid-teens if we see some sunny spells. So a bit more uncertainty as we get towards the end of the week about the position of these weather fronts and exactly what happens on Friday, whether this one clears away or has a bit of a wave on it and that generates a bit more rain across the south into Saturday, or whether we're keeping a closer eye on this area of low pressure approaching from the southwest. It does look as if there will be a bit more rain around as we head into the weekend, but all the while the winds coming up from the south, so certainly a milder end to the week compared to the start. Keep up to date day on day by following the Met Office across social media.